Cancer, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome back to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Cancer, I'm going to be doing your reading from November 17th to the 23rd. And this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, then good for you. Now, dear Cancer, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge, all the cards, and get some final advice for you. Dear Cancer-licious, I'm a serve delish. I miss you so much, dear Cancer, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. As always, I'm starting my day with my beautiful water signs, and you are the first one. I just had my coffee, and I'm here to serve and to slay. Okay, so your challenge, dear Cancer, is the King of Wands, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Wands, followed by the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So, dear Cancer, I'm actually picking up on a couple of stories, but I'm going to choose like the main one right here. I do feel like here that for many of you with the King of Wands, this could be that you are maybe dealing with a specific person, possibly a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and there is this decision that you're about to make. This is about a sense of direction. This is about leadership also. Okay, so with the King of Wands, this is about a vision. Where do you want to go with this person? Where do you see yourself being with this person in the near future? We're going to clarify this and we're going to see why the King of Wands is your challenge. So in the recent past, you have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. In the recent past, I do see here, dear Cancers, you attracted a soulmate into your life. A twin flame, soulmate, take it as it resonates depending on your story. Those are two different things, and you're someone that you're very spiritual, so you already know which category is yours. Whoever you attracted, I feel like that there was this on and off energy with this person. Okay, someone here was constantly being kind of inconsistent with you with the Two of Pentacles, maybe being in and out of your life. I do feel like here this person was someone that was very passionate. I'm seeing here a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry, but the inconsistency was something that really might have thrown you off. And especially you being a person that is very family oriented, you like stability. My Venus is in Cancer, so we know what we are talking about here. I'll get back to this and clarify shortly. Now, in the present moment, you have the Five of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. In the present moment, for many of you, I feel like here that you're still feeling really sad and disheartened over the fact that this situation ended and the way that it ended. For many of you with the Two of Wands, I feel like there is still this kind of indecisiveness, whether you should completely move on from this person or not. You could be dealing with someone that is from a different culture, different background, or maybe someone that's completely different from your league. I'm also getting here like something international. Like, I don't know why I'm picking up on that energy. It doesn't have to be. But with the Two of Wands, there could be a long distance right now. Maybe you're not talking to this person. Three of Pentacles is what's on your mind and what you really want to do. This is about cooperation, collaboration. For many of you, you would really want to reconcile with this person. This is a very important card in your present moment right now, and we're going to talk about this shortly. In the near future, dear Cancer, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Cups, which is you, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, not a gender specific, and the Eight of Cups. So in the near future, I do strongly feel like here there is an offer that's going to be coming in towards your way. And honestly, Cancer, I think that over the past few months that I've done your readings, I think that you have done a lot of inner work within yourself. And when this person makes an offer to you with the Eight of Cups, it is going to happen because I feel like many of you are going to be in this very detached energy. There is something here about you finally detaching and saying, you know what, I'm not waiting. I'm not really in this energy of constantly waiting and waiting. And that's kind of part of the key of the manifestation. When you stop chasing, when you stop running after this person, and you even stop being the runner or the chaser. You're just neutral and you're focusing on yourself. And you're the King of Cups. You're stepping into your power. You're someone that you're very compassionate and very caring, but you have learned how to not to like allow the emotions and the feelings to take over you, so you become a little bit more kind of like air, like, you know what I mean? Like analytical as well, kind of looking at the situation, be like, you know what, I'm gonna detach. And that's when I see someone is trying to come back, when they see you walking away. Now, the Five of Wands here at the bottom of the deck and the Page of Swords, Seven of Swords, I feel like you and this person might have had a conflict in the past that is going to kind of resurface, but this is gonna resurface with the purpose of wanting to actually deal with this, right? There is a strong desire here to 555, by the way, on the clock that I just saw. So this might mean something very significant for you. And the Seven of Swords. You do have some trust issues with this person. And I think that you have been wanting to really address those trust issues in the past, okay? Conflicts, arguments, different opinions, different situations here, maybe commitment issues. We're going to talk about this shortly as we clarify. So let's get into your reading, dear Cancer, and clarify your main challenge, which is the King of Wands. So, dear Cancer, I'm going to be clarifying the main challenge, which is the King of Wands for you. So the King of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Wands, and you have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck again. So again, there could be age differences, or I'm getting here someone very passionate, very charismatic, but also this person is kind of like all over the place. That's what I'm strongly getting here. Maybe a Sagittarius, okay, Leo or Aries. It's not a bad thing. It's just that they need to get themselves together. For many of you, there is a strong realization about this person. So here is the thing. For many of you, you want to have a family with this person, with the Ten of Cups. You would want to marry and like settle down with them, have children possibly. But then also like with the Eight of Cups and the Three of Wands, this person walked away from you. This person disconnected from you, and you're still kind of anticipating with the Three of Wands and kind of waiting for this person and on this person to see if they will come back or not. There is this really waiting energy that you have right now. But I do see here in the near future, that's going to change. And we are in Mercury retrograde, we are in your fellow water sign energy, Scorpio. Okay, so, and the Mercury retrograde is actually like, it's in Sagittarius right now, and it's going to be going into Scorpio. So I feel like that for many of you, there is going to be this fixed energy. Scorpio is a fixed energy, right? Fixed sign. So you're going to tap into this energy of being more detached, more stable, right? Things are feeling a little bit out of kind of balance right now, maybe for you, emotionally overwhelming. You might be waiting for a text message, waiting for communication, waiting to see if this person's gonna come back around. You might have even been married with this person or were planning to get married. I do feel like here that's your challenge right now, right? Are you gonna wait for this person? Is there any movement that's gonna happen? So let's get into your recent past and see what is it that you need to know. I mean, a lot of you already know the past, but I need to see if there is anything that we need to discover and proceed forward. So dear Cancer, in the recent past, the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Very clear here. I'm not going to spend too much time on the past. So dear Cancer, as I said earlier, for many of you, you did have trust issues with this person. I feel like the person that you were dealing with, this is somebody that had a lot of trauma and a lot of wounds from their past. I am honestly picking up on this person wanting to be genuinely happy. They really they were seeking happiness. And I think that when they encountered you, they felt a very strong connection and a soul connection with you, with the Two of Cups in the recent past. However, I feel like this person's past traumas or past hurts, or maybe their previous relationships and their previous, failed connections and marriages kind of really affected them, and in a way, what's the word I'm looking for? Not destroyed them, but really damaged them. Okay, so let's talk about the Two of Cups here. I do feel like here for many of you with the Two of Cups, there was a strong soul connection with this person, clarified by the Strength. So Leo energy, yeah, very strong soul connection. As I said, strong, and then the Strength card came out. Could have been a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo also. I feel like that when you and this person met, Cancer, you actually healed this person. You are someone, Cancer, that you facilitated healing in this person's life. Okay, Four of Swords, the card of a healing. And I know many of you are watching me. You're a very spiritual person. You're psychic. I've talked to some of you as well, you know. You have that gift. And I think that when you enter in people's life in general, Cancer, you awaken something within them. And some people, maybe they get triggered, but thankfully you have a very compassionate side to yourself where you don't like control people, you don't overpower, you gently guide them. And I think that in the past when you met this person and you were guiding them towards their healing journey, this person became very indecisive, and maybe a little bit avoidant, okay, with the Two of Pentacles. And I think this person kind of started going back and forth because it wasn't like the typical relationship that they had before, you know? So let's clarify the Two of Pentacles for you in the recent past. The Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Magician, and the Seven of Cups. You awakened so many things within this person, Cancer. Seven of Cups, a lot of things started coming up from the bottom. They started resurfacing in this person's life, things that they maybe ignored or swept under the rug. You actually awakened that within this person. You have the High Priestess, the Magician, Four of Cups with this person. So spiritual awakening was at stake for this person, major realization of this spiritual connection they had with you. Yet, I feel like this person maybe chose to ignore or to refuse your love, or maybe they were not ready to take your love, okay, to accept your love. All right, I'm also getting here with the Magician. This was a connection that maybe you manifested. Yeah, you did call in this soulmate, twin flame into your life, like to encounter them. You already know that they are meant to be in your life, okay? Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. In the present moment, Cancer, I feel like that for many of you with the Five of Cups, there is a lot of emotions that have come up, okay? Kind of like this sadness over the fact that things didn't work out that you anticipated in the past. Let's clarify the Five of Cups for you in the present moment. So the Five of Cups is clarified by the Emperor, the Seven of Cups, and the Empress. Wow. Tell me about twin flame, soulmate, power couple dynamic here. You know what I mean? The Empress and the Emperor, I'm literally getting chills right now. So for a lot of you, like, there is a lot of things that have come up on your end as well from the past. And I think that there is this healing journey that you have been going on as well. I mean, you both want to be like reunited together. Maybe because the Seven of Cups also, a lot of times it speaks to me as like a different realm, like a 4D, 5D. Like, you know, when you go to sleep, it's an astral realm, right? So I feel like that like in a 4D or 5D, it's like you and this person are connected, and it's like almost your souls have learned the lessons, or are aware of the lessons that you have been learning. It hasn't manifested yet in the physical for you and this person to be able to come together yet, I'm saying, okay? With the Empress and the Emperor. Very powerful energy, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energy. And respectfully, I know there is also, my audience comes from different backgrounds. If it's the same sex, you can apply that to your situation. But I am strongly getting here for many of you are sad and really feeling the pain and the loss of this connection as of now. But it's not a loss, actually. It's just a incubation period, a separation where both of you are learning things from each other. I'm really getting chills as I'm saying this. And you might be grieving, you might be crying, you might be being in this place of like, why did this situation end the way that it ended, right? And you have the Two of Wands, Cancer. So the Two of Wands in the present moment is telling me that you're still believing and knowing that there is a future ahead of you, right? So this Two of Wands here is holding the globe in his hand, and he's looking into the future. So this is indicating the fact that you're looking into expanding, exploring the world with this person. This is somebody that's a traveler, or you like to travel a lot. So the Two of Wands is clarified by the moon. Cancer, that's you right there. You know what I mean? Okay, so ruled by the moon, the Ten of Swords, and the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like that, I don't know why I'm getting so chills in your reading right now. I don't know how to explain this, but there is a strong desire for a reconciliation. Ten of Swords is how things ended between you and this person, the moon. Even though there was a very painful ending between you and this person, dear Cancer, I do see here with the moon, which represents our subconscious mind, you know, the dreams, right? This crayfish that's coming out of the water, that is an indicator of things resurfacing from our subconscious mind, beliefs from our childhood. For some of you, maybe there is an ancient DNA codes being activated because you have been meditating a lot, you've been doing a lot of breath work, which is amazing. And I feel like you're really starting to see that, you know what, we are getting reunited. We are about to be reunited. Like this reconciliation is coming in for us with the Three of Swords. And for many of you, I'm going to say maybe for some of you, if I were to ask you, would you change a thing? You would say, no, I wouldn't change a thing. You know, because this separation here that has happened has really facilitated a lot of healing to you, towards you. Even though it's been very slow, steady, dragging, but it's still been worth it. Because it has shaped you to become the person that you have become today. Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. This is going to be a new territory that you and this person are going to enter into. Nine of Pentacles, abundant territory of financial abundance, freedom. Page of Cups, like I said, confession coming in your way in regards to wanting to work things out and collaborate and build something together. And that's a cycle ending right there. Wow. You got the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You have the Lovers and the Ace of Wands. So for many of you, there is going to be a brand new beginning here with this person. The cycle that both of you used to be in, the cycle of this uncertainty, not knowing which direction it is going to go to, that is coming to an end. Okay, so, and you know, respectfully, dear Cancers, you know, there is a lot of success stories on my channel that I share them in the community post, in the comments, so feel free to check them out. Definitely, we don't feed delusions people here or fairy tales, you know, we always keep it real. So now in the present moment, dear Cancer, I do strongly feel like here many of you can sense that there is a reconciliation that's coming in for you, and I feel like that you and this person are going to really step into this power, okay, to explore this new territory, to explore this new identity, okay, and the new definition of this relationship. That's what I'm strongly getting. Now, Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups in the near future, which I will clarify in a couple of minutes, it also may indicate that your person may need to walk away from something or someone in order for them to be with you completely. Maybe like a karmic or a toxic connection. So the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Fool, the Six of Wands, and the Judgment. Tell me if the cards, I mean, can't make this up. So I'm saying literally, cannot make this up. Like I said earlier, Cancer, sweetie, there is going to be a brand new beginning with this person. A new offer, a fresh start, solid offer here coming in. And you have the Fool, the Six of Wands, and the Judgment, right? So brand new beginning, entering into a new chapter of your life. Now with the Judgment here, you may take your time to really think about this through. It might feel as if this is like too good to be true, but I do feel like here there is a brand new beginning that's gonna come in, okay? And I feel like that you are someone, Cancer, you could be in the public's eye, you could be on a public platform for some of you. I don't know why I'm picking up on that. Or your person as well. Like I'm getting here famous person, famous people, or someone that's very well known or maybe very well respected of what they do, or they're just known for something. You could be as well. You could be a therapist. You could be someone that does humanitarian work. You could be someone that's on TV. You could have your own channel. Something about your online presence also is very significant. Okay, so I feel like that for many of you, you're stepping into this power of the King of Cups. And, you could be telling this person or hinting them or kind of setting a certain boundary for them to walk away from a situation that that's toxic for them. So you're going to communicate to this person. King of Cups clarified by the 8 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. This person may not be in a good place, right? This person might be robbed out of their money. Someone is taking this person's affecting your person's financial situation. This could be a very specific message, but with the 5 of Pentacles, okay, kind of like someone they're affecting your person. I do feel like here that for many of you in the near future, you're gonna also help this person to become financially abundant, okay? You're gonna somehow maybe give them a project or kind of help them. Now, in the near future, there's gonna be a very important conversation about commitment, marriage, and maybe living together. Right? 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, that's about communication in regards to marriage. Let's clarify the 8 of Cups for you in the near future. Someone here is disconnecting and walking away. So the 8 of Cups is clarified by the 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and the Knight of Wands, and the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, there is a toxic bond that your person may have with someone. They know they need to walk away and they know they need to disconnect. Okay, so your person is somebody with the Devil here that they have been maybe dabbling into some activities that are not good for them, and they're learning how to free themselves. Look at this, Cancer. Now, Knight of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. Your person is going to make a decision not to go back into this situation where they were feeling trapped, where they were robbed, where they were, like I'm telling you, they were in a situation where your person was chained to someone else or something that was very toxic. And if we were to say that's like, let's say that's a third party, that could have been, a family member, that could have been somebody from their past, right? So again, a karmic or someone, and that's a decision here that your person is going to realize, because they need to know that they got to walk away. They better walk away from a situation that they thought maybe it was going to fulfill them or it was going to be good for them, right? Otherwise, they're going to get back right into that loop. Now, at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is there is an important conversation that's going to happen in regards to this conflict and trust issues. I think you still want to ask some really important questions to this person. Let's get into the advice and see what is it that you need to know. You might even kind of like let this person know they need to cut some people out of their life, like toxic people. What is the advice for my Cancers? What is the advice? Okay, so you have the Hermit, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. Your advice here, dear Cancer, has a lot to do with you remaining and continuing in your spiritual journey. Even if you have been in this isolation, that's not gonna last too long. 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, there is definitely going to be a reevaluation and a redefining of this relationship and of this connection when it comes to setting the new standards, okay? Setting the new boundaries and the new set of rules and regulations, kind of like when it comes to, having this equal give and take exchange energy towards one another. I feel like that for many of you, you're realizing with the Hermit that you have learned a lot, you have matured, you have gained so much wisdom within yourself. It's like you're not lowering your standard. You're not going back to the same patterns with this person. Like something really has got to change, right? Like with the 7 of Pentacles, let's pause, think, and reflect. What is it that we need to change in order for us to make this relationship equal give and take, and make it work together for the best? So dear Cancer, this is what I had for you. What a reading. I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this reading helped, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.